musicians. And ladies, hold on tight. You will get wet on this ride.
Well, guess who just got back today? They're wild out boys that have been away. Haven't changed, haven't much to say. Man, I still think them cats are crazy. They were asking if you were around, how you was, where you could be found. Told me you made you living downtown, driving on the old man crazy. The boys are back in town. Say, the boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town.
And now, live in the studio, your hosts, Tom L.J. and L.J. James.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have some very bad news, or good news, depending on how you look at it. Mr. Tom L.J. will not be with us tonight. He is currently incarcerated next to a man named Big Bubba. And, I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. He's right here. He's right over there. Tom, so what happened, man?
You like this or what?
I
Is
like
this
it, man.
it? All right.
I like it.
All right. Let me tell you something. Can I get rid of this now?
No, leave it on.
You
Leave it
want me
on for
to stay
the
on
show,
for a
man.
while?
Yeah.
All right.
People need to know how they can email you or whatnot, or mail you letters.
LJ, I got to tell you something right out of the gate.
Okay.
Should I be nice?
No. Why would you be nice?
You know what? Because I'm a little aggravated here.
Let it loose. This is
Everybody
your forum,
wants
man.
to know what the hell happened up there. And fucking, you see what I named it? I called it Shitville. All right?
Shitville.
These fucking road cops up there, excuse my French because I don't like to curse. You know that.
No, yeah,
All
I know.
These guys
Very
are just
Christian.
amazing. I go up there, and of course, you know, the Harrison Law
You're
Group
up there to
is
kill
representing
deer.
me. I went up,
You're trying to clear out the population for
well, they did it. They did an article in the Post,
people. In the Post.
in the Binghamton Post. Bullshit beyond bullshit. All right, they say I did some things that I didn't do. Of course, they got to make themselves look good. But this is the part that really pisses me off the most. Today, I
Don't
got a
hold
call.
back.
I got a call from Suffolk County Police.
From Suffolk County Police.
They want me to turn in my guns, my pistols, because of this shit. So my question is this. All right, I go up there. You see something, I said something.
You didn't
I
approach
wind up
these
in
guys.
jail.
You just were over there pumping
So I
you
got a
said something,
message
right?
from Mr. Obama, okay? Our president of our United States. What I really want to say is kiss my ass, all right? But I'm not going to be that rude.
Be careful now.
He says, you see something, you say something. Well, let me tell you the reality of it. I saw something, I said something, I got pepper sprayed, I got thrown in jail. I had some fag cop put on the plastic glove, wants to stick his finger in my ass. Then I come home and I get a call from Suffolk
didn't even
County.
know that
They want
part.
my guns back. So let me ask you a question. Are you presumed innocent and proven
Absolutely
guilty?
not,
or
man.
in this particular
Welcome
case,
to my world,
are
man.
you
Welcome
presumed
to my
guilty
world.
until you're proven innocent?
This is the problem here. You stepped up to the plate. You said, listen,
Now,
you saw
let me tell
something
you
wrong,
something.
and what do? No good deed goes
You know what?
unpunished.
You know, I was talking to Vicky the other day, and I said, you know what? If I ever had to do this again, would I do it again?
I would. You got to speak out,
No, you know what?
man.
I got to tell you, I got to be part of the. You know what? This is why people
Don't
say
let them
nothing.
corral you. They want you to become part of the sheep, man.
And so
they
what do
want
I
to
gotta
make
do?
you
I
part
gotta
of the
keep
sheep,
getting
man.
arrested?
I keep speaking out. I've been speaking out for years. You tell me, this is it's a corrupt system, man.
Well,
It's a
you know
corrupt
what? I
system.
don't give a shit. You know, if you see something, don't say nothing, okay?
I disagree with
don't
you there.
say nothing.
Listen,
don't
listen.
say nothing. You're going
You
to get
gotta
arrested.
fight the good fight, man.
All right? And then I
Listen.
got fucking Rambo up there thinking who the hell he is. They changed the whole story around. It's
they
not
did.
what happened. You know what? And then the paper writes it. So then I go back to my next question. Is the paper working for the police department?
You don't know, man. You're
What the-
upstate,
what the
man.
fuck is that all
Listen,
about?
what have I been saying? You got the government, you got the media. It's in the pocket, man. Listen, this is why we have our forum here.
And
to
you
let
wonder
people
why
know.
I got Johnny Walker Blue here.
No, listen, man. You got to do what you got to do. There's a lot of things going on, man. There's a lot of things going on. But besides that, how was your week, man? Besides,
How was
the
my
cop sticks
week?
his finger
What
up
the
your
fuck
ass.
does this say? How was my week? All right.
Did you have a good Thanksgiving?
I did have a turkey in a bag. I had a fucking turkey in a bag before.
Some blended
I went
turkey?
to my son's house. We had a turkey in a plastic bag.
Turkey in a plastic bag?
He
I don't
opens
even
up
know.
the oven. He says, "Dad, what do you think?" I said, "What the hell's the bag for?" He says, "Well, that's the way we do it up here."
Where were you?
Shitsville.
What end did you eat the turkey from?
I don't know where he got the turkey from.
No,
All
what
I know,
end
he
did you
could have
start
shot
from?
in the
What
backyard.
end did you start from? Did you start at the ass or did you...
You know what? I don't know. All I did was I look in the oven and I got a turkey in a bag. You know, all of a sudden, you know, I don't know where he came from. You know, the turkey could have came from anywhere. They could have shot it the night before, for all I know.
Hey, listen, that's fresh turkey, man. But listen, you know, I know we can talk about your thing, but I got some news articles here. You know what? We've kind of slacked off the past couple of weeks, things going on. I want to talk about, remember we talked about this story a while back, a couple of weeks ago. Vince, you remember it? It was about the little girl. She was 9 years old, okay?
No.
And her father, it was 3 a.m., her father was drunk. And he had her driving around in the van. And you got to see this van. It's like a mixture of the Starsky and Hutch car and the 18 van, man. It's a pretty trippy van.
Yeah.
So now, this is what I like. So the guy was drunk, right? They say, listen, you had your daughter driving in there. So now they're trying to say, listen, you put your daughter in harm's way. You had her driving a truck. So this is what it comes down to now. Whether or not the guy says, how much jail time this guy sees is going to depend. And check this out. This is how what a fucked up system we got. It's the only way to say it. They want to know how good the girl can drive. If the girl can drive good, the father gets X amount of time. But if she can't drive, so I can just imagine that scene's going to be. You're going to have a jury of people. You're going to be on this track somewhere with cones everywhere. And they're going to go, okay, if you can drive through this without hitting any of the cones, your father gets 2 years in prison. But if you hit a cone, for every cone you hit, your father gets an extra 5 years tacked on. I mean, what kind of system do we got, man?
This is a pretty good thing, man. Well,
It's a good thing about Precious 9 years old, man.
If I was pissed at my father, I'd hit all the goddamn cones.
You're out
All
there
right?
smashing them
You
up,
gotta
man.
look at the bright side here. You know,
He better be buying her like some good Christmas
you know, I mean,
presents,
I'd
man.
get a hold of him before I went driving and say, "Hey, Pop, you know how much money you got? You know, for every cone I don't hit, you owe me a certain amount of money."
I'm taking, man. I don't know exactly what it's going to be, but I'm just thinking it's an interesting story, and I think we got to follow. I mean, it's a couple of weeks old, so maybe
that's
maybe the
an
guy's in
interesting
jail
thing.
now, man. You know, so what happens to her now? We don't know where her mother is. She hits a cone. She got to go to foster home someplace. You know, we don't know. This is a sad story. We should look into this, man.
It's very sad.
Very sad. Very depressing, man.
I'm depressed.
Drunk people. But you know what? It comes down to as I started thinking about this. You know what? Listen. You know what? I'm not. You know. I don't have any kids of my own, all right? I don't
But
have any
you
kids
know
of mine. Yeah, I know. You have kids and all that. But listen, you know what?
Someday
I
I'll
started
know.
thinking, and listen, you know what? If I want to have kids, what good are kids if they can't pick your drunk ass up and drive you home? I mean, isn't that what kids are for? Hey, go to the fridge, get me a beer. Hey, listen, I'm at the bar, I'm drunk. I don't care if you're sleeping, you know? Listen, if you're not in the crib, get the hell out and come and
And you
pick
know
me
what?
up,
This
man.
is exactly why you don't have kids. All right, so I mean, this is the answer.
Is that
you
why?
answered your own question.
But listen, you know.
All right, whoever wants to be LJ's child, all right, give him a call. 631-882-6900.
I'm just
Tell him you
wondering,
want to
man.
adopt him.
I'm just wondering.
Hey, listen,
There's
we
so much going
got
on.
we got a couple of things happening
We got a
here.
lot
We're
of
going to
things
get to it before we, you know, in a few minutes here. But you know, last week on the Metallization show, we had this guy call in. He was from the Texas Hippie Coalition. Did I get that right? You got it. You like that?
Texas Hippie Coalition.
Right?
You got
Texas
it right.
Hippie Coalition.
You got it
Okay.
right.
I want to play one of his videos. I want to kick off the show with one of his videos. This
Sounds
guy
like a
was
plan.
awesome, and I got to tell you, we were lucky enough to have him call in. And if you listen to Metallization on Tuesday night at 8:00, you'll hear all about them. But Vince, can we do a little Texas?
Listen, do they plug
Hippie
us? Do they plug
Coalition?
us on Metallization?
They will.
They will. All
Which
right.
one do you want to
It's
do,
Turnabout's
Vince?
fair play, man.
We got Pissed Off and No Shame.
You know what? I
I
want to do
like
no
that,
shame.
man. That's
all right?
Pissed
no
Off and No Shame
And
sounds
the
like
no
us.
shame, I'm going to send up there to Shitsville. Okay, the cops.
Well,
Vince,
this song,
hit
this
it.
song's better for you. Pissed Off and Mad About It?
You know what?
Isn't
Do
that what
pissed
you-
off and you know what? Do no shit.
Do
I
whatever
don't
the
know
hell
what
you
the hell
wanna
you
do.
do. Just put one on right now. We'll be right back. You're watching Tom and LJ. We'll be right
Oh,
back
yeah.
after this.
So
right, we're back. That was a good song. Did you like it?
I liked it, man.
Hey,
It's
listen,
not bad.
we got in the house here, by the way. We got a guy that
James
I
J.
wasn't-
May.
no, not him, not that
Not
dude.
him?
We got somebody else. No,
Oh, someone else.
Yeah, you know, I wasn't kind of sure whether or not I wanted this guy here, you know, because I heard all this stuff. He used to run a taxi cab.
Oh boy.
If what I understand, my wife used to know this guy from years ago.
She need to ride
And-
home.
Yeah, but you know what they say about people with taxis.
Well,
You know, I mean, so I was
They pick
kind of
up a
like,
lot of
I don't know what
chicks.
to do with this shit. So I said, all right, you know what? Before I got to turn in my guns, let me have him come over here. That way he can get to I don't know what the hell it takes. But you know, I don't know, Vince. Let's turn to camera 3 here. Let's get a shot at Jim Laird, by the way, who's one of the guitar players in the new band Mugsy. Can we get Jim on the camera?
Hey!
Jim, you want to say hello? You're at this camera right here. Don't look at the
Oh, yeah,
TV
yeah.
screen. What the hell? They can't see you over there.
Hi there.
All right, that's Jim Laird. He's
Man of few
actually
words.
Jim. What are you? You're Mugsy, right?
Mugsy.
Tell
Lead
us a little
singer
about
of
Mugsy.
Mugsy's a band that does pretty much a wide variety of hard rock music from 1970 all the way forward. Everything from old school Led Zeppelin and Rainbow and Judas Priest, all the good old stuff we grew up on, all the way up to the new stuff like Tool and Disturbed and the Foo Fighters and whatnot.
Well, see, now that's more Vicky's things because I grew up more with the Barry Manilow and the Tom Jones kind of shit.
I'm sorry to hear
All
that.
right, yeah, you see, so when he gets into this, all that other crap, I don't know what he's like.
I don't often listen to hard,
But
heavy metal
anyway, Jim,
music,
thanks,
but when I
for,
do,
thanks for being
I
here
prefer
today, and
Talk to me.
you know, we really appreciate it. But so anyway, so what else is going on with you? I haven't seen you all week.
Oh, week, I know, man. What's going on? Got a lot of things going on. I'm trying to get everything ready with the Big Tom Toy Drive coming up
Yep.
next Friday. All right, let me put my glasses on so I can read it again.
And for
Okay?
those of you who don't know about Big Tom Berg was a was part of the Mortal Skulls.
Well, he was in most of the club, yeah.
Right, and he was a great guy. And the little that I had an opportunity to know this guy, I know you knew him a lot better than I did. This was the kind of guy that just stopped at nothing to get children who
toys.
are underprivileged toys for Christmas, and would spend his own money. Am I right? I mean,
Well, what
you tell
Tom
us
did,
about Tom.
what Tom did is every year. I mean, if you saw Tom, he was like 6 foot something. He's got the big long beard. He's bald. I mean, he was your big scary biker guy. Most people saw him. They thought, oh my God, it's a big scary guy. You know. Plus, he's a motorcycle club at the time. And what he would do is every Christmas now for years, longer than I've known him, I knew him. He would go around and leading up to Christmas, he would play Santa Claus. He would get hired at all these places to play Santa Claus. He would take that money and buy presents for underprivileged kids, and then go out on Christmas Eve, just like real Santa Claus, and he would go to all the hospitals
And give
around
the
Long
kids.
Island and give the kids presents.
That's amazing.
But not only that, one of the greatest stories I heard about Tom is he was someplace, and he was there, the people had hired him to play Santa Claus. And there he is, and as he's walking out, the people said to him, it's like, oh yeah, guy down the road, his wife passed away, he's been out of work, feel really bad, he doesn't have, anything, they don't have nothing for Christmas. And Tom heard about this, he's like, what? So he goes over to the house, he gets there to bring toys to people, he knows they don't have a Christmas tree, the house is kind of a mess, I guess, they don't have food or whatnot, and so he goes out afterwards, gets them a Christmas tree, gets all the decorations, gets them food, and took care of them.
That's
The
amazing.
people that heard about it, so people they just couldn't believe it. I mean, here's this guy. I mean, if you saw him during the year, a lot of people would just be scared.
Yeah, I know,
of him.
they're scared. They walk away. I was
He's a
scared,
big
though. I
guy. He's a
walked
big
away
guy,
from him.
you know.
Yeah.
But he had the best heart. I mean, he was a true brother. He was one of those people that, listen, if you call him up in the middle of the night, he said, listen, I got a flat tire, be right there. He was always there for everybody. And so what we're doing now is the second annual. It's the Big Tom Toy Drive, U.S. Marine. He was a Marine, very proud to be a Marine. He told a lot of Marine jokes, a lot of jokes where the Marines, but weren't the point, they were the good guys in the joke, But, it's all the military stuff. But this is going to be Friday, December 9th. Friday, December 9th at 7 p.m. till midnight. You can drop off a new unwrapped present at any of the following locations. Demon Knights MC East Clubhouse, which is 30 Remington Boulevard, Ronkonkoma, New York. Or at Speakeasy, it's a bar at 226 Higbee Lane, West Islip. All right, and you can check that out. You can go to lispeakeasy.com for more information there. And Demon Knights MC West Clubhouse, 1474 Belmore Ave, Belmore, New York. All right, so, bring a new unwrapped toy. Come on down. Last year was great. A lot of people brought milk and cookies down. It was a big thing. People brought their kids. They were outside. We had some music
And I'll tell you
going.
something. I'll tell
It
you
was a
something
great
else
time.
about this is that these toys, they're going to be distributed by another great club. It's
Guardians of the
called
Children.
Guardians of the Children, And they will be taking these toys and they'll be bringing them around to all of these kids and all these orphanages that need them. And that's a great thing. And, of course, this is sponsored in part by several good organizations.
A lot of organizations,
I mean,
absolutely.
who do we have as a sponsor on this?
We have the Harrison Law Group.
Who was that?
The Harrison Law Group.
Well, those are those people that are at 727 North Broadway.
Yeah, you know what? I've heard the mention of them somewhere
I hear about
before.
these people all the time.
Who's the other guy? Who's the other group?
I have no idea. Who's it?
The doctor's office?
It is a doctor's office, which is Premier East. Yes.
Premier East,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
And then
Good
you got Skull Gear
gynecologist.
Apparel,
Yeah.
which is a company.
Yeah, Skull Gear.
But and also listen, there's a lot of other groups out there. You know,
Yeah.
motorcycle clubs, people. I mean, this is the friends, family, and the bikers of Long Island all coming together to keep Big Tom's legacy alive.
Yeah. You know, that's that time of the year. You know,
it is, man.
And,
but it
and
brings it out.
we have one more that's also coming up on the 11th, which
Absolutely.
is 9th, 10th, 11th, which is Sunday.
Sunday.
All right, and this is a Friday night.
So Who Cares Committee?
They've been around 26 years.
They've been around a while, yeah. I think they're longer than that. I think they've been doing the toy run for 26 years.
26 years.
And this toy run, if my history serves me correctly, started out as a small toy run, which they did for St. Christopher Ali. They did it for it's an orphanage.
Right.
And this thing started out just to give these kids some presents.
Yeah.
And the toy run has expanded since then. And now that orphanage now takes care of other orphanages on Long Island.
You know, it's up in Seacliff, and there'll be a huge motorcycle run. So if you've got a bike and you want to join in on this one, it's kickstands up at 11 o'clock at Sears. All right.
Sears
and this
here
one
in
is
Hicksville.
also sponsored by a couple of good sponsors.
Hey, Harrison Law Group.
727 North Broadway in Massapequa, right?
You know, Craig Town.
And great
Law
law
Easy.
firm. I got to tell you, that law firm is just out there.
It's
all the time.
everywhere.
But
It's
you know,
everywhere.
all
Helping
kidding
everybody out.
aside, you know, Big Tom Berg and also the Who Cares Committee.
A lot of great groups out there. You know what it is? I love Long Island. I love living here. I love the biker community here. I've been a part of it for 12 years or so now. And you know what? The mission here is to make sure every kid has a toy. You know what? Best people I know are bikers, and
Without a doubt. And listen, we have James and John in the house. James J. May. They call him Jerry. I don't know what the fuck his name is.
guy. Check it out.
James or Jay.
James
I
J.
don't know what
May.
the fuck it is.
Now listen, this is how this comes about.
John, he's a good guy. John and John.
John is John.
It's like,
Good
you know,
name. Very
John.
strong name. My
You know?
real name, actually.
But we have them in the house, and they're going to be
But listen,
playing
let's
some
approach this.
shortly.
What are we going to have them on? We have them on now, or what are we going to do?
I think we're going to do a couple of commercials first. We're going to do one more
We're gonna do
song by the
commercials and
Texas
then
Hippie Coalition.
Are you kidding me? We do
We
another
got,
song?
We got one more from them.
Another one?
And then when we come back, yeah. But I want to see that commercial about. You sent me a commercial.
Which
it was
one?
about this sperm thing. Now I don't know where you're going with this. All right, but I saw a little piece of it.
thought it was funny.
And I
You
thought,
saw a little
Vince,
piece of sperm?
can we do a sperm commercial here?
Let's do the sperm commercial.
I don't know what he's doing. We'll be right back after the sperm
What
commercial.
about the Fred and Barney
and then-
commercial? We got that one too?
We do, but we'll do that one
do that.
later
You know,
on.
we like it? All right.
Vince, what I want to do
We
is I
already
want to
planned
do
that.
the sperm commercial first, all right? Because I'm really curious to see what happens here with this thing, you know. And then I want to go to the Hippie Coalition one more time. We're going to come back. We're going to introduce James, J, May, Jerry, and John. What the hell they are? I don't know who they are.
Oh,
Okay,
James,
well, we're
man.
going to get it back. Give me the sperm commercial, Vince. We'll be right back after this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, come on. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Don't stop yet. Go now. Back you go. I don't fucking care.
Oh, help me!
Losers. I'm the one. I'm the one who beat up kids in kindergarten. I'm the one who's gonna crash Daddy's car on a joyride. Yeah, I'm gonna play with matches. Yeah, 'cause I'm the bad one. Let's go! Oh. Oh, fuck.
I guess the last thing he said is he loves you. Cowboy, baby.
Taste the fame is why I came. For certain if you know my name.
Listen, I want a question I want to ask you. Now, listen, I'm on the new webpage. I mean, madhousetv.com.
Yeah, you like
I'm
it?
liking that. You see the profile thing I drew? The bio of us?
I did.
A nice little story. You ready to read
very
that?
Nice.
You like to read it? Read it.
You know what? I got a bitch with that, though. All right, get you go first.
You want to bitch? Go to your bitch. I want to hear.
I don't want to hear.
I think what you want to bitch about.
What I'm saying is that I think Vince asked you to do something, and he says it's going to take a couple of weeks for it to come to me. You're a writer.
I'm a writer, yeah.
What do you mean it got to come to you?
I got to be inspired, man.
By what?
Listen, there's two different types of writing.
Condom commercials? I mean, is that inspiring?
Sometimes it inspires me.
I mean, how long is it going to take us to get this writing for you?
Listen. Well, you just got that story.
It took us 6 months.
It took 6 months, but it's a great story, is it not?
But I don't have 6 months to wait.
Listen, I don't have 6 months. There's two types of stories.
Yeah.
All right? There's one where I go to an event and I cover it. All right? It's facts A, B, C, and D. It's just a basic story.
Yeah.
Then there are stories that I'm inspired by that have emotion. They make you laugh. They make you cry. I mean, it's unbelievable. Like this story. If you haven't read it, everybody go read it now.
Did you cry when you wrote that story?
Listen, that's personal. That's my business, man. I'm writing. But listen, speaking of the
I figured I hit you with the back of the gun to make you cry.
Know what I
so
did
you
cry over?
one.
You want to talk about crying? Know what I did cry over? So I'm on the webpage the other day.
Yeah.
All right? I'm checking it out. And I see something that says, check out this video. And it's a video of the Tom and L.J. show crew. And we're all like elves. We're us elves. We're dancing around on a webpage. And my one thing is, again, listen. I understand you got a thing for Bret Michaels. You got a little man crush or whatever, you know.
Oh,
it's purely.
here we go with
but
this
how
shit.
come Bret Michaels, who we've met twice, we don't know him, not personal, we've met him twice. He's a nice guy. He treated us very well. How come he has more time in this video than I do? Me, I'm the partner. I'm the LJ in the Tom and LJ show, and Bret Michaels is like singing and dancing over there, and I got nothing. I'm over here. I'm like freaking wrapping gifts or something. Is that how quickly you trade me out, man?
No, it had to come to me.
It
had to come to me. And you know what? At the moment, I wasn't inspired. All right, so that's what happened.
I see how it is.
Let me explain it. That was a Jib Jab thing, and if you've ever had a chance to look at Jib Jab, you got to look at it. Me and Vicky have done some really wacky things on Jib Jab.
Okay.
All right, but I'm sorry, I didn't know that.
Sorry, I
Bret Michaels' face
tear
over. Yeah, I know. You know, but no, it was. I didn't have any other faces in my Facebook.
You're backpedaling now. You're backpedaling now.
All right.
All right, listen, though. But now, listen. We're going to go to we got in the studio here. In the studio, our new studio. It's our third week here. I love it. It's much better than that couch I used to lay on. Look like Jabba the Hutt. But listen now, all right? We're here. So I get an email from this guy, right? James J. May. And he's like, LJ, I'd like to be on the show. I'm like, cool. All right? So we go back and forth for a couple of weeks, try to get him. Things get crazy. He says,
yeah,
I'm a guitarist, he's a singer, and he wants to come on the show. He's looking for a band. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
All right. He wants to be part of a band. All right? He's looking to be the lead singer and a guitarist in the band.
Yes, absolutely.
And he wants to come on here and show everybody he's good. So we don't know. We don't know right now.
We don't know.
We don't know if he's good.
Even though
he's
I
got a cool
tell
name.
you,
I like the name.
I
James J. May. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, James J. May and Company. That sounds like a good, that's like a freaking, a rock star name.
Absolutely.
That's a guy you want to get high with. I'm thinking. Just me, But I'm getting the come on, stop talking. Hurry up,
because we're blocked here by this stupid.
All right. So listen.
Right, so you talk about James J. May. James, whatever.
James J. May?
Yeah.
May James. And he's with John Botten. He's with
Stone Grown.
Stone Grown.
Is the name of the band.
All right. That's what they call themselves. They're two guys. They're Stone Grown. So we don't know what they were doing earlier. They needed some time outside. I don't know. I'm not accusing.
He was in a band called Stonehenge, and I was in a band called Homegrown. So Stonegrown.
That's where it comes from. See, my mind
let me ask you something. Should I call you James J. May, or should I call you Jerry?
Well, Jerry's cool.
All right, Jerry. And we have John Botten.
Botten.
Close enough. All right, Botten.
Rotten Botten.
John Botten and Jerry. So you guys have been around a long time.
Pretty much,
yeah. What did you do before this?
Actually, I'm a roofer and a truck driver for the Fulton Fish Market.
Now he wants to be a rock star.
Well, I was a rock star first.
Oh, there you go. You have your ups and your downs, man.
Unknown failed rock star.
Hey, listen, man, you gotta try it.
The band that you had before this, Stone?
No, actually, John was from Stonehenge. I was from Homegrown.
These fucking guys ask so many questions.
Fucking freaking
it's because you're asking too many questions.
All right.
Listen, just let the guys play, man.
I'm writing it down, Vicky, but I still don't get it. I got it backwards here. So
Just let him
Jerry,
play.
yes.
Let the
I
guys
want to
play,
ask
man.
him. I got a question to ask him.
All right.
Jerry, tell me where you played before you were with Stone Grown.
Okay, I was the lead singer.
And don't tell me about the Fulton Fish Market. All right, I want to know where you played.
I played everywhere, man. Everywhere.
Okay,
As a gypsy guitarist and singer, everywhere. You name it, I've been there. I was a doorman for CBGB's back in the 80s.
No, there you
I worked
go.
for the Ramones back in the day on the
Wow.
Arturo
We had the
Vega.
Ramones on our.
Well, we had one of the
show.
Ramones in there.
I
Right?
was a Ramones roadie for
The other
a
one
long
was
time.
dead, right?
I
Over
think some
20
of them are
years,
dead.
back and forth on the East Coast. Sure.
Cool.
Worked
Cool.
for Debbie Harry, Joan Jett.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah.
All right.
Everybody, you know.
Hey,
Iggy
Listen,
Pop.
man.
done good.
I was actually I was a black belt when I was little, so I was I worked for Airtight Security, and that's how I got the job.
Nice.
Back in
And,
the day.
John, who did you play with?
I started a band Stonehenge, band Zeddy Twine, original band here on Long Island. Currently, I'm in a band called Still Remains. It's probably one of the best bands I've ever been in my life.
Other than Stone Grown?
Well, I haven't spoken to Jerry in like 20 years.
Really?
And he calls me up. He says, "John, you got to come help me. I got this opportunity to go play,
Actually,
with
it's
this gig
12
here."
years.
All right.
Well, it
wanted
seems
me
like
in his
20.
band.
I
He
gotta
wanted
tell
me
you,
in his
LJ,
band
I've
12
been
years
listening
ago.
to them. You know, before we came on the air, I actually listened, and I got to be honest with you. You know, I'm a heavy critic, and if I thought you
But
sucked,
he loves
I'd tell you
everything.
sucked. But I actually was impressed by the way you were singing,
Cool.
and playing, and we had an opportunity. We even played a couple of songs together before we went on the air.
Well, listen, we don't want to influence the people out there. We want to find out what they're...
Absolutely.
Let's let the guys play.
All right.
And let the people speak.
All right,
Excellent.
Sign
all
our
right,
guest
here
book.
we go.
Thank you, LJ.
What are you guys going to play,
Give
man?
it to us, Vince.
We're
A
going
nice
to do
camera
Old
on
Man
these
by
guys,
Neil
and-
Young, and we're going to dedicate it to everybody serving for our country. And I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Oh,
There you
yeah.
go. It's all yours.
Ready?
Yes. Old man, look at my life. I'm a lot like you were. Old man, look at my life. I'm a lot like you were. Old man, look at my life. 24 and there's so much more. Living alone in a paradise that makes me think of two. Love lost such a cost. I'll give me things that won't get lost, like a coin that won't get tossed, rolling home to you. Old man, take a look at my life. I'm a lot like you. I need someone to love me the whole day through. I want to look at my eyes and you can tell that's true. Lullabies look in your eyes, run around the same old town. Doesn't mean that much to me, to mean that much to you. I've been first and last. I look at how the time goes past, but I'm all alone at last, rolling home to you. Old man, take a look at my life. I'm a lot like you. I need someone to love me the whole day through. I want to look at my eyes and you can tell that's true. Old man, look at my life. I'm a lot like you were. Old man, look at my life. I'm a lot like you were.
About.
First song in the new studio, man.
That's what it's about. You guys are good. Very good.
Very
really
good, man.
appreciate it. So you guys are going to do something else for the. You know, how did you guys meet? You know, let me just back up a little bit. I mean,
Like I said, me and John from Queens Village, but we never met as kids growing up. But we lived a couple of blocks away from each other
right?
for years. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. You know,
And,
he had a band called Stonehenge that was
Henge.
actually from,
Henge.
you know, that,
He's been saying it like that all night.
you
yeah.
know,
Anyway,
Stonehenge, like the island or whatever. Anyway, well, isn't it Easter Island it is on? Am I correct?
Stonehenge?
Yeah.
No, Stonehenge is Easter Island is the other thing.
Okay.
Listen, I know my aliens.
Hey, like I said,
man.
I'm from Queens Village, so I don't know. You know what I mean? What the hell do I know? Anyway, yeah, but anyway, when I was like 19 to 20 years old, John already was established playing out and everything, and we had mutual friends and everything, and you know, John was graceful enough to take us out and you know, open up for Stonehenge. You know, homegrown opened up for Stonehenge back in the day in the late 80s, early 90s.
Nice,
John
man.
was very graceful to take us out, and you know, any gigs that he had, he would put us aboard.
terrific.
That's how we met.
Terrific. Now, you know, I want you guys are going to play another one for us, right?
Yeah, we're gonna do "Wish You Were Here" by Pink Floyd.
Nice.
Okay. All right. You want me to hand you this?
Are we actually gonna do it right now?
You want to do it right now? What do you want to do? Yeah.
Wait till tomorrow?
I mean, no, I was just.
Yeah, do it right now.
No,
What
hey,
the hell?
listen, I'm enjoying
People are
it.
people.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean,
Excellent.
We're gonna twist one up over here where you guys are playing. All right,
great.
but you know.
Save
Do
me
what?
a hit.
Nah, don't worry about it, Jailbird. I'll take care
all
of
of a
it.
sudden you hear stone and you hear groan and right away we're
Yes, I
twisting
get-
something up.
Listen, man. All right, let's go back to the one camera.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
These are for the boys overseas. Thank you very much. Sorry. Hold on a minute.
It happens, man.
We screwed that one up, right, guys?
No, you screwed that one up.
Okay.
There you go.
I don't think.
Issue about you needing a softer pick, is that what this
Yeah, that was an issue about me using a softer pick. Ready?
You in
1,
tune?
2, 3, 4.
Much better.
So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain? Can you tell a green field from a cold steel rail? Smile from a veil. Do you think you can tell? Did it get you to trade your heroes for ghosts, hot air shit for trees, hot air full of cool breeze, cold comfort for change? Did you exchange walk on a card in the wall for a hero in a cage? How I wish you were here. We're just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl, year after year, running over the same ground. Whatever found, same old fears. Wish you were here.
Listen, people want to get in touch with you guys. I'm thinking now, I know you're looking for a band, all right? James here, James J. May, ladies and gentlemen. If you're interested in that, you hire him to be part of your band. But now, what if you guys want to just hire you two guys? What if I got a party, someone's got a party going on 2 weeks from now, and they want small gathering, you know what? It's in the house. Maybe it's in the house, you know?
We'd appreciate that.
Well,
you know what?
The problem is that we only know 2 songs together right now.
Oh, listen, we have 2 weeks.
However, though, my other band, Still Remains, is available from parties, and you can find us at stillremainsmusic.com.
Okay, where would we find you guys? I mean, we got that.
But Jerry May's going to open up the show.
Oh,
yeah, we'll let Jerry
May's going to open up the show.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question: if you guys want to come on the show, I mean, if they want to see you, tell us how they can get a hold of you, Jerry.
Well, actually, my number is actually on Facebook. My name is James J. May. You know, birthright wise, so I use that on Facebook. And my number is 406-9403 in the 506.
Give the number one more time. I interrupted you.
I'm
Say
sorry.
the number one more time.
Okay, that's 406-9410. You know, my cell phone.
516 area code?
Yes.
516.
And I'm on Facebook under James J. May.
Check it out. You can check it out on my page or the Tom L.J. show page. Just friend on there.
Yeah,
So-
you know, Vinny, can we get a link up there that has their information
And
on
I
it?
appreciate
Both
it.
bands?
Sometime this week, and also get Jim's up there with Mugsy.
But I will make John rehearse another 2 songs, maybe next couple of weeks if you might.
Maybe, you know.
What about Southern Cross? You think you can learn that? Well, I don't know what we got. Maybe you have his back one, huh? But I mean, it's one of my favorite songs. You know, Into the Mystic is one of my favorite songs.
Right, well, hey, listen, guys, I want
okay with John.
to thank you guys for coming on, and
Thank you for having us.
we really appreciate
Absolutely.
Thank you very
it.
much.
All right, so what else we got going on here,
We got a
Mr.
lot of things
LJ?
going on, man. I mean, listen, I'm looking through the news. I'm always looking through the news, seeing what's going on. A lot of crazy things going on. I mean, it's the holiday season, man.
Don't ask me about the bird in the bag anymore. What do you?
I don't want to know about the bird in the bag. You trying to lead me into the bird in the
No,
bag?
I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying.
Listen, this is what I got here. I got 2 stories here. I'm not sure what else we got. But here's a story here. Now, you work in the legal area, all right?
That's what you want to call it when I'm not being arrested, but go ahead.
You're not being arrested, yeah. You know. Now, listen, here's the story. A convicted kidnapper, right? He has countersued a couple he held hostage. Now, this guy's on the lam. He shot and killed a guy, as far as I can tell from the story here, all right?
What does that mean he was on the lam?
He's running around. He shot a
he's not,
guy.
like,
He
doing
broke out
something.
of jail, right? Now, he shot somebody, and now he takes a couple hostage in their house. He's in their house. He's holding them hostage.
Go ahead.
And he makes an agreement with them. Hey, listen, you guys don't turn me in, I won't kill you, I guess. You know, it's kind of a verbal
Well, that's
agreement.
nice of him.
You know what?
Good.
So now, what happens is these couple, newlyweds, mind you.
Right.
You know what? You can't trust newlyweds. You never can. What they do is he falls
I
asleep.
know. Look what happened to Kardashians.
This
mean,
guy
perfect
falls asleep.
example.
This guy falls asleep. They sneak out. They call the cops. He gets arrested. Well, now he's pissed because what happens is while they're arresting him, one of the officers' guns actually go off. Accidentally. You know how the pepper spray accidentally went off, you know? What happens? The guy gets shot in the back. All right? Now he's got medical bills.
Who gets shot in the back? The guy.
The guy who kidnapped the people and held them hostage
He's
and all
in the
that.
house.
He's in the house.
And
He
gets shot in
falls
the back.
asleep. The people, they made an oral contract. He said, don't turn me in and I'm going to kill you. And they said, okay. I mean, listen, people are they're no good for their word. You know, you can't trust people.
Let me
sometimes.
ask you a question. What did this cop look like that shot him in the back?
I don't know.
I mean, was he like a
I don't
Rambo
know. I
looking
got
dude?
2 pieces of paper here, man.
okay,
Anyway,
doesn't show
they're not
that.
giving me pictures of the cop who shot him in the back. It was
Now
an
he-
accident.
now he's
He
suing
dropped
them?
his gun. So now he already sued the police, I guess, whatever. But now he's suing the couple for breaking a verbal contract. And the judge is trying to get it dismissed. But he's also got a thing here, Topeka. So Topeka, he's also got against the town and all that, and the police force for $75,000. He's suing the people. Check this out. He's suing the people $235,000 for breach of contract. That's crazy, man. Does this guy have a case? Does his case hold water?
Let me
ask you.
Where does this guy live? Where does this guy live?
This is in Kansas. Well, they were in Kansas. He might be floating around of the legal
He's not
system
up in,
now.
what's the name of the town?
Shittville?
Shittville?
I think he's in Schitt's Creek now.
Yeah,
Is where he's
well,
at.
Does he have a case? Well, I gotta be honest
Does he
with
have
you.
a case?
Well, you know what?
Does the defendant's
Verbal?
case hold water?
Doesn't I never understood quite what that meant. You know, that was from My Cousin Vinny, right?
Yeah. Joe Pesci does it better.
Doesn't Vicky look like her though a little bit?
Yeah, she got to stop her feet.
She does. Can you stop
My
that?
biological
clock
is ticking.
No, let me get another fucking dog. But
Hey, better than a kid, right?
this is. I wanted the kid.
You want a kid?
Let me tell you that story.
No.
I
right
wanted.
now.
She says to me, "What did you want for your 40th birthday?" And I says, "Am I right, Vic?" And I said, "I wanted."
He's shaving off ears there, Tom.
She says, "What do you want for your birthday?" I says, "I want another child." So it was my birthday. She had this big party going for
And
me
after she
here.
stopped laughing,
She had a
she
bunch
gone?
of people here. It's 50-something people here. She brings me into the sunroom. She blindfolds me. She says, "Remember what you wanted for your birthday?" I says, "Yeah." She says, "I'm going to give it to you now." I'm saying, you know what? I knew she's kinky, baby, but this is going to be fun
Hey.
in front of 50 people.
Here
So,
now.
you know what? Hey, listen, I'm not shy. And she says, "All right, here it is." And I'm waiting, and I'm like doing this bit, you know. Okay, where is it, you know? And she hands me this little dog. She gave me a fucking bulldog. All right, I should have twins. But anyway, what was the point already?
Oh, does the defendant's
thing
case
hold
hold water?
Does it hold water? Yeah, you know what? Technically, it does.
It does?
It does. I mean, I think that they're gonna probably do a motion and get it thrown out. But I mean, is it a frivolous lawsuit?
Whoa.
It was a contract. It was a verbal agreement. Now, if the other people that he held hostage say that they did have that agreement, yeah, I guess he could. I guess he could prevail. It depends. It depends if it's held up in a court in a certain town. You know, if it's held up in Shittsville, all right, then yeah, he probably can get away with it.
Well, here's the thing. I'm wondering now. Speaking of Shittsville, where you got your court case going on. Now, I don't know, but allegedly I've heard somebody posted on our webpage, in the guest book, saying that they live in Shittsville. All right?
Really?
And they said that all the cops and the judges up there and everybody up there know each other.
Yeah.
So that
Well,
be
sure,
very
they
careful.
fucking inbreed.
Well, you know, listen,
Yeah.
allegedly, we got to say that allegedly, so that you're not going to have any chance. Now, I'm just wondering, man. Now, listen, if this is the case, if people in this town are saying that, all right? So if people in the town are saying that the whole system is corrupt, now, when you go up there and you put your legal defense, can you have the case moved to a different area? I'm just wondering. I'm not a legal guy.
Yeah, it's called, you know, it's
Change of venue. I
change
watched
of
Cousin
venue. Yeah.
Vinny. Whatever movie
Could
that
you have
was.
it changed to venue? Yes, I can have it moved to a federal forum.
Okay.
I could if I really wanted to. But listen, you know what? Let me just stop for a second and understand that all you people up there that may be watching in Shittsville, you know, this show here is supposed to be funny. All kidding aside, you know, I respect the police officers for doing what they did. I respect the fact that they have a job to do.
The statements made by Tom, not necessarily reflect the views of L.J. James.
You know, and maybe it's true. Maybe I was in the wrong place at the wrong time. And you know what? I'm going to give credit where
And you
credit is
spoke
due.
up for the rights
and I
of the
shouldn't have
citizen.
done it. You know what? Bullshit. No, fuck you. You shouldn't have done it. You shouldn't have sprayed me. All right, you piece of shit. All right, and I hope the fucking we can. No, I'm kidding.
I hope he burns in hell.
Burn in hell. But you know, we joke here on the show, and you know, I give a lot of respect to the police department. I do, for those police officers that are out there defending and helping and doing the right thing. But then you have a set of cops that
I
unfortunately
call
do
them
the
the
wrong thing.
superheroes. I call them the superheroes.
Listen, whether they're Superman or
They
Luce
wanna be.
Lecter
They
or
wanna be
Lecter Luce
Batman.
or whatever
No,
the
they wanna
fuck
be
his name is.
Batman.
There's a right way and a wrong way of doing things.
Absolutely.
And if you put on that uniform and you say that you're going to serve and protect, then you serve and protect. You don't serve, collect your money, and kick ass when you shouldn't be able to do it. Because at the bottom line, LJ, we're paying their salaries. So do I have a right to say, hey, wait a minute, I don't think you can do that to him? Do I have that right to say?
I think you have the right to say that. Man.
Does the police officer then, should he come to me and say, sir, sit back?
America,
Can you play America? Should he say, step back, sir, if you do this, you're going to get arrested? He didn't give me that option. All right, Rambo got on his high horse and came after me like a bull in a china closet.
Came at you.
All right, and that was the end of the deal. Hey, listen, before we go, we have
still
Jim
got time.
here.
Do we get some? We got some.
I wanted to find out, Jim.
Do we have any other videos?
Jim, you play guitar?
What videos do you have on there?
And obviously, you guys only know 2 songs,
clips.
so we're shit out of luck here, right?
Let's go to the Flintstones commercial. This is an old classic. Before we come back with some more news, listen, right? I want to do this. This is an old-time commercial, all right, of the Flintstones. Now, me and Tom are often referred to as Fred and Barney, Beavis and Butthead, a lot of different.
Who's Barney?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Listen, just go with it. Just go
all
with
right,
it.
You know what?
Why put labels on us?
Yeah,
Why put labels?
All right, Vince, give us
but
a
listen,
little
this is an
Fred and Barney.
old-fashioned commercial. Let's see it.
Okay.
Got it.
Here we go.
They sure work hard, don't they, Barney?
Yeah? I hate to see them work so hard.
Yeah, me too. Let's go around back where we can't see them.
Gee, we ought to do something, Fred.
Okay? How's about taking a nap?
Hey, I got a better idea. Let's take a Winston break.
That's it! Winston is the one filter cigarette that delivers flavor 20 times a pack. Winston's got that filter blend.
Yeah, Fred. Filter blend makes the big taste difference, and only Winston has it up front where it counts. Here, ahead of the pure white filter. Winston packs rich tobaccos specially selected and specially processed for good flavor in filter smoking.
Yeah, Barney, Winston tastes good, like a cigarette should.
The Flintstones has been brought to you by Winston, America's best-selling, best-tasting filter cigarette.
Winston tastes good like a cigarette should.
These are commercials that have been banned for one
These are
reason or
bad.
another.
Yeah. These are like old commercials. Obviously, it's got cartoon characters. You can't even have a camel on this pack of things. The camel cigarettes smoking a cigarette.
Hey, listen, we don't endorse cigarette smoking. I just want to let you know
listen, we can do whatever we want. But hey, listen, we don't have to.
As the gallery looks at me.
But
You
listen,
know what they said before the show? Hold on, I got time for cigarettes?
I hear you.
They all ran out of here like fucking Grant took Richmond.
You know what? This is the modern day things. I want to talk about something. Now, listen, we just had Thanksgiving.
You got 10 minutes, 5 minutes
10
left.
minutes. All right, well, we just had Thanksgiving and all that. And I was reading an article. It's about Halloween. Now, Halloween these days. Now, over in California, L.A. sex offenders arrested over Halloween decorations. Now, listen, here's what I'm saying. Now, I'm not...
Be careful what you say, because you know what Vince does for a living.
What?
He has that sex toy thing.
All right, well, I know.
What's the name of it, Vince?
Sensuous adult toys.
Sensuous adult
toys.
Well, here's my question here now. I mean, listen, this is another legal type question, okay?
Which, by the way, there's pictures that they sell in T-shirts of me and you naked on that site now.
Really?
I don't know where they got them from.
I gotta buy one.
But you know what? You need some. You need
Are
to
you
go
in prison?
I was thinking maybe you needed to get that. I mean, no offense, LJ. But remember that penis
doing a
extender?
news article. I'm doing a
I
news
understand
article
that,
over
but
here.
if they're going to put a picture of you naked on the thing, that penis extender.
I don't need a penis extender.
Well,
I don't need a penis
listen,
extender.
then you must have just got out of the shower. Because
They might
let
have
me tell
used
you what
my
that thing
penis
looked like.
as the freaking model for the penis extender.
Is that what they did?
Hey, I'm not saying they did or they didn't.
They folded
They
in half,
could've.
remember?
Yeah, I told you about that. So listen now, here's the thing. These guys, all right, I'm assuming they're guys, they're sexual predators or whatever. Not necessarily, they're sexual offenders, okay? Now here's the thing. Now, they got arrested because when you're a sexual offender now, they put your name out there. And you're not allowed to have Halloween decorations because they say it attracts kids. But now here's my question, all right? How do they know allegedly that these guys might not be child predators? I mean, if this guy, say, fucked a horse, all right? So he's banging a horse, he gets arrested, he gets caught. Now he's a sexual offender. He's not allowed to celebrate Halloween because he banged a horse. That's got nothing to do with children.
No, he could celebrate Halloween. He's just not allowed to watch Mr. Ed.
He's just not well, as long as your kid, I mean, you should let people in the neighborhood. As long as your kid's not dressed up as Mr. Ed for the holiday, for Halloween,
When was the last? But I mean, when was the last time you saw? When was the last time you saw somebody banging a horse?
I've never seen anybody banging a horse, but I've heard about it. People do these things.
But
I'm
they're not
saying,
put on the sex offender list for
well, listen, you're put on the sex offender list for everything. I mean, you
and
do
besides,
anything.
if they're banging a horse, usually
can't have
it's
the
the
kids
woman
there.
that does it with the horse.
Well, listen,
Yeah,
at
the horse was
Tijuana.
asking for it, though.
In Tijuana.
I saw a video of a horse banging a guy. And it says at the end
All
of the
right.
video clip that the guy died
Fire him.
later on because it ripped him up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
You think?
I grew up across the street from Belmont Racetrack, and it does happen. It does happen. They get sex offenders.
No wonder
and they
Secretary
die.
Why do you think Secretary ran so fast?
No, they die as well.
He's trying to get away from the jockey.
There has been people that died in Belmont Racetrack for doing that.
Hey, listen, it's
Sex on a
10
horse.
o'clock here.
But you know what? Those people, listen, just because they get freaking bang a horse doesn't mean they should be able to celebrate the holidays.
You know what?
You know what? I'm not saying, they should have the right to mingle with horses, or they shouldn't be able to work at Belmont Racetrack, but they should still be able to celebrate Halloween.
It's a known fact.
Listen, these are the rights of people.
Listen, I want to thanks Jay. I want to thanks. You can tell I had a little too much yet. I want to thank
Drinking
Jim
over there.
Laird for being here from Mugsy.
Laird?
Yeah.
We have James J. May, otherwise known as Jerry, and we have John from Stone Grown.
And still remains.
And still remains.
We'll be playing tomorrow night in Long Beach.
We didn't ask you. But, but they'll be playing tomorrow night in Long Beach. Before
we go, listen. All right, the holidays are coming up.
Yes, they are.
All right, and listen, I'm a sentimental guy. I like to think back to my younger days, my youth. And with the commercials, I'm looking at older commercials, and I come across my favorite commercial as a kid. All right, this commercial, which was the Toys R Us commercial, all right? You got that, Vince? This is the song. When I heard this, I knew Christmas was coming as a kid. It was like 1978.
Right.
I was like 8 years old.
Then we're going to end by saying goodnight. Thank you so much for watching the Tom and L.J. show. Thanks to Jim Laird, John, James J. May, and Stone Grown for being here tonight. We're going to end with Toys R Us. We will see you next week. Thanks for watching Tom and L.J.
Oh, yeah.
Have a wonderful week.
Thank you, everybody.
Fireplaces glowing, icicles growing, hearts overflowing with cheer. It's that wonderful season we all find so pleasing, the Toys R Us time of year. The world's biggest toy stores, Toys R Us.